Hello, beautiful soul. My name's Lynda Gaiao. Have you ever got this feeling that you can be really selfish or self-absorbed, yet our society and the world around us says, no, that's not what a good person is like. To be a good person, you need to think about others, take other people into consideration. There's no space for you to be selfish or self-absorbed. Well, you may really find this interesting, that in human design, there are actually some designs that it is absolutely 100% correct and perfect for them to be selfish and self-absorbed. Yep, you heard right. And for those of you that have kind of spent a lot of their life just thinking about themselves or putting themselves first or doing what they want or what feels right for them to do first before anybody else, but then feeling this huge guilt about being like that, I want to let you know that it's 100% okay for you to be like that. If it's in your design to have this type of frequency and energy, when you are not like that, when you are trying to be something that you are not, is when your frequency will be distorted. And this is where you'll find friction and conflict and your mind telling you that you should be something else, that you should be different from who you are. And this is where the torture comes in and the suffering, right? Now, not every design is like this. There are some specific designs. And in particular, there is one channel that comes with a manifesting generator. And this is a channel that really is about knowing your own energy, knowing your own frequency, knowing what makes your energy feel alive, like on fire, this inner energy that's full of passion. And when you do the things that you love, when you're busy doing the things that you love, your energy regenerates and you feel amazing. And when you put your connection to your energy first in this way, the harmony and the flow of your life will be amazing. It's only when you're fighting against your true nature, against your energy of your being, that this conflict comes in for you. Now, if you've lived in the homogenized and conditioned world, which all of us have, where there's so much out there to tell you how you should be and how you should behave and what you should be like, mentally or maybe on a belief level, you have this idea or this concept of who you should be. To be a good girl, I need to be like this. To be a good person, I need to be like this. To be a good wife, I need to be like this. To be a good mother, I need to be like this. And it's all of those ideas which essentially have come from the world around you, from the outside. This is the conditioning that's come into your field. And depending on your openness, you've accepted that conditioning. And then you go out trying to live your life as this person or like this. And when you don't honor the truth of who you are, when you don't live in alignment with your frequency, you are going to find resistance and more resistance. And you might wonder why life feels so challenging, why it feels so difficult, when it could be in this ease and flow. So if you're not sure whether you have this in your chart or not, I'd love to share that with you. But I recently had a client who, when I shared with her that she had this kind of self-absorbed or selfish aspect to her design, she was like, you know what, this makes so much sense to me, because I actually thought there was something wrong with me, because it doesn't naturally come to me that I should think about others when I want to do something or to make a decision. What I want and what I need comes first, and then everything else around that, just seems like this flow of energy. But for years, I've felt guilty about that, and I felt like there's something wrong with me, and I've been trying to fix that, to try to be more considerate of others, to have more thought for others in whatever they're doing, and to put other people first. Yet it's just created conflict in a lot of my relationships, and I'm so confused about why that is. And so this is a perfect example of how, when you're not living true to your energy, that you can create this conflict in your life. And it's interesting that if we honor our bodies, and if we honor this form consciousness, this form intelligence, our body already knows what's correct for us. It's only when we let the mind get in the way that it starts pulling us off to do things that are not correct for us. I have another person that I know with this channel, and for her it's been completely liberating to embrace this. But there's always this fear that comes up, right? This fear of the mind, like, oh my goodness, I can't do that, or I'm not allowed to do that because, you know, I'm going to get into trouble if I'm like that, or there's going to be these huge consequences or repercussions to my actions if I put myself first. And yet, as we've been chatting and working together, and she has made the choice to put herself first and to align to her energy frequency and allow her body to move her into whatever's correct for her, and that's often putting herself first before others, the way that the world has responded to her has been astounding every time. It's almost taken her by surprise, because, you know, if she'd allowed her mind to run the show, the mind would have told her, if you do this, then this will happen. And when it doesn't happen, because she's followed her energy and she's been in alignment with that frequency, ta-da! Amazing things happen. Things that she could never have thought would happen before. You know, people that she's been in relationships or friendships for years, where there's, you know, been a certain way that things play out, and, you know, based on all of this, she would think, oh my god, if I do that, chaos is gonna erupt. And in fact, the opposite is true. Instead of chaos, it's been surprise. The universe comes to support you. Energetically, life comes to support you when you are in your frequency, because our auras are designed to allow life to flow to us in some form or another. And when we wait and we follow our strategy and we follow our authority, the journey of life just flows, and there is less resistance, and the human suffering that we experience minimizes, because we're in flow, we're in alignment, we stand in our power, we own our energy, and we trust that our body will move us through life. So if you've ever thought that you were selfish or been called selfish, perhaps this is part of your design, and instead of trying to be something that you're not, it might be time for you to embrace all of who you are and live as yourself. So if you'd like me to take a look at your chart and help you to truly see yourself, to really see how you're designed and allow you to live as yourself in this world, it's a beautiful experience, and I'd love to share it with you. You know where to find me. Hop on and let me know that you're interested, and I love doing this. I could do this all day long. So I see you if and when I see you. I hope you have a beautiful and magical day. Bye.